Hey there friends, welcome to another video. My name is Kelsey Ann. I put together motherhood and homemaking videos on this channel. If you are new here, I'm so glad to see you, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Today we are looking at groceries. That is obviously something that we will always be purchasing in our life. I am a huge Walmart fan. I love shopping at Walmart, and they really have amazing affordable prices, and I'm always just on the lookout for what I can purchase in the great value version versus the name brand, because over the years they're just food products that I would order and I wouldn't even think twice about the brand that I was ordering. But there's a lot of food products out there that are just as good, if not better, when they're not the name brand. They're less expensive for sure, but they're not all created equal. There are some products that maybe you would prefer to get in the name brand because you want the quality to be better. So I thought it might be helpful for you all to look at some products that I purchased that are great value, not the name brand. So just give you an idea of what I found to be really good, despite the fact that they are not name brand, because that way you can save a little bit of money. Everything that I'm going over with you will not be 100% great value. Most of it is. There's a few that are not sprinkled in there. So I just want to additionally share with you some products that I get that I think are really worth the money. You can get a lot of food for your buck. Tips and tricks that I found to help you get the most out of your money when you purchase food. If you are a budget lover like myself and you love saving money, give this video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, this is going to be a super casual video, guys, so just bear with me here, but there's a couple obvious things that are really cheap from Walmart, that being potatoes, beans, rice, but I just had to mention this anyway because this is something that I purchase quite often. We go through a lot of potatoes in this family. 10-pound bag, and it's super inexpensive. That is a lot of food for very little money. I will just have the price of everything here just in the on the screen there for you. Potatoes, and then of course like bread items. This is something that I will purchase great value. I will purchase the great value version of bread, and bread is already pretty inexpensive, but this makes it even more affordable when you get the great value version of tortillas and just a loaf of bread. You can with their bagels and stuff. Sometimes I'll purchase the name brand of the bagel, like certain name brands of the bagels, like Thomas bagels, because I find that they're a little bit better. But if the type doesn't really matter to you that much, then that's also a very good option. I'm going to move on here to this corn muffin mix. I haven't tried out any other mixes, and I'm not super into mixes. I'm a make from scratch type of person, but this is really easy to throw together. It's super simple, and they were actually quite good. And these were, I don't remember how much, like I said, I'll have it up on the screen for you. Super inexpensive to make, and with all the ingredients it called for was just, it just called for the mix and egg and milk, which of course is super affordable. This was just a really good find. It was super easy to throw together. They were super crumbly, so like texture was not the greatest, but for the price, totally a win, and that's something I'm just going to probably keep on hand if I'm having company or I just need dinner and need something extra to just throw in. This is a good option for sure. And then this is a new discovery that I've had, and no, we're not in the season for stuffing right now, we're in the summer, but I like keeping this on hand because it's really good for like casseroles. If I'm running out of time in the evening, I just need to throw together a casserole. If you're not a stuffing fan, then maybe this is not for you, but my husband and I don't love stuffing on Thanksgiving, but this made some really decent casseroles. You can pair it with chicken. Obviously, this is the chicken flavored, but it depends on the type of stuffing you get. Have casseroles with broccoli and cheese. I will usually use a canned soup. Just makes for some really super easy casseroles to just throw in the oven, or if you're making a meal for somebody else, really easy and affordable. Let's move on to the pasta here. So I will usually purchase the great value version of pasta. these boxes, these 1 pound boxes are just $1, which, you know, that's great. You can get tons of pasta. I always keep a ton on hand. I found this company recently, and I think it was in the, I don't remember, it was in one of the ethnic food sections, so it wasn't in the normal pasta section. But this is super affordable as well. These bags are 7 ounces, so they're pretty small, but really, really affordable, and just stock up on a ton of pasta that way, and I've been really happy with that. And I will move on to the cereal here. This is the Great Value version of Honey Bunches of Oats. I don't know if you're familiar with that cereal, but that's a favorite of ours over here. And the Great Value version I like just as much, if not better. I haven't experimented a whole lot with cereal. I am planning on doing a video in the future where I will sit down and just test the Great Value version versus the name brand and let you know what's worth it and what's not. Just because the Great Value version is pretty much always cheaper, and so if it's worth getting that version, I want you guys to know about it, and I want to know about it. This Great Value version of granola tends to be pretty expensive, so I was really happy I found this because I love granola so much. I've made it in the past, but this was a very affordable way to get it, and it tastes really good. I love eating it as cereal. I will munch on it as a snack, especially if I'm in the mood for something sweet. And additionally, I can throw it on like peanut butter toast or something. I've made some snacks for Malachi with it. It's just super yummy. My poor juice here has been sitting out a little bit too long, so it's got all kinds of condensation here, but Great Value apple juice, pretty inexpensive for this big old jug of apple juice, and we tend to go through that pretty fast. I'm going to move on to cheese here. The reason that I'm talking about these, I order a lot of cheddar cheese, whether it's sliced or in the chunk or the shredded kind. I would normally recommend that you just purchase, like if you're going to purchase cheese, for a long time I just shredded it myself because I wanted to save money. And then I actually had the bright idea to go compare price because I just assumed it would be more expensive shredded versus just buying the block. It actually isn't, and the price did not change whether or not it was shredded. So look into that. I mean, I always would assume that prepared foods or food that's just has something done to it is going to cost more versus just like the chunk. That's not always the case, and when it comes to this cheese, that is not the case. So I get 8 ounces of sliced cheese or 8-ounce block. It's going to be the same price per ounce. All right, let's move on to our vegetables here. We've got some corn, which it's in season right now, so super inexpensive to buy a whole bunch of corn, which is a lot of food for just a little bit of money. And then something else that I like to do that might be helpful for you all is just, when I make salads, which I like to do as often as possible, iceberg is not the healthiest lettuce in the world. It's super easy to prepare, and I think it's really tasty in a salad. I don't like having an all spinach salad. So I like using like a romaine or another type of lettuce, like a greener lettuce, and then I will just pair it with this. I'll just mix it all together. This is really inexpensive for a big old head of lettuce. These peppers as well. Bell peppers is something that is more expensive to purchase. Bell peppers can cost at least $1 each. That's usually for a green one, but the colored ones are even more expensive. So I really like these because they're small, so I can chop up a few of them and throw them in a salad versus having a whole bell pepper. I'm not going to use the whole thing, and then some of it ends up going bad, or I have to remember to use it. So I can use just a few of these, and really a few of them go a long way. And additionally, they make great snacks for myself and my kiddos. And I do say kiddos because Violet actually nibbles on them too. So yeah, this is a great option if you enjoy bell peppers but don't care for the price. And we have these spices here, and this is something that I think is worth the Great Value version. I don't know a whole lot about spices and like getting the really pure if you're into the organics. I don't know if Walmart offers the organic version in the Great Value brand, but these are really inexpensive to purchase. Obviously, price will differ depending on the spice, but this is a really good option if you just kind of need to stock up on some basics. And then lastly, I recently discovered the Great Value tuna. Some of this, I say I discovered it, I didn't know about it before just because I do most of my shopping online. So I love online shopping so much totally, I'm not a bit, I've never really enjoyed shopping. I really enjoy that I'm able to do it online. I love the Walmart online grocery app. However, you're not there in person picking out your own produce, and you can't see everything that's there all the time because you're doing it through an app, through a search engine on their website, so it's not ideal if you really like picking things out. So I discovered this. I didn't realize Great Value did the tuna. I'd searched it before and it hadn't pulled up, but the price was very affordable because tuna is not the cheapest thing, and we don't really buy a lot of seafood because of the price. But canned tuna, I love making tuna melts and sandwiches out of them, so this was super affordable. I think that's everything for today. I may do more videos like this if this is interesting to you all. I'm always on the hunt for great value version of certain foods. I really don't like to purchase a name brand version if I don't have to. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I really hope that you found some helpful tips just for your weekly or monthly food budgeting. I'm always just looking for new products and things that really help, that are really budget friendly for my menu. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up because that really helps me out. I really appreciate all the support that I get from you guys. Subscribe if you're enjoying these videos and you would like more content. Check out some of the other videos if you haven't been able to browse very much yet. And then hit the bell button if you would like to be notified anytime I post a new video. I will look forward to seeing you all very soon. Catch you later. Bye.